Hi, Rocco. Before we get to the better stuff, how's Louis? And is this something that's going around?
Louis doing well. He was even able to make it down to the dugout and started to feel a little bit better later on in the day. And he was uncomfortable out on the field. He had some uncomfortable feeling, kind of right in here. It's just something that certainly makes you concerned just because you don't know exactly what it is. But we were able to send him for a couple of tests. He was able to see the doctor. There doesn't appear to be any long-term concern, and Louis himself seemed in a much better place later on in the day. To sit here and tell you if it's related to what Buck is experiencing, very difficult to know that. Kind of an odd set of symptoms for both guys, but both are doing better. Louis doing better. Buck was upstairs for most of the day, but is also doing a little better. We're going to continue to watch these guys and look at them, see how they're doing.
And it must be a relief that it's not COVID. That's the first thing you think when someone comes down sick, I guess.
Yeah, it's the first thing. Everyone's all of our minds kind of go there for obvious reasons, but people's minds go there, I think, mine included, even when sometimes the symptoms have nothing to do with COVID. We start thinking like that. No, we don't have any concern about that at all. So again, this is just a monitor type of situation and hopefully some one-off symptoms for these guys.
Hey, Rocco, could you tell in Milwaukee how ready and anxious Nelson was to get off the bench?
Yeah, Nelly, he was very patient, but anxious, I think, to take the field. And he is such a pro, yes, he's when he looked at that schedule and, realized what it said, meaning the first series being in the National League, he was probably thinking to himself, you got to be kidding me. But he becomes really he prepares himself for what he's going to be used for in every way. So he's fully prepared for his at-bats as they come. But he also becomes like the head, cheerleader in some ways too, and keeps everybody going and keeps everybody focused because he stays focused. He's got a great way about him. He can be light and have a good time and keep guys, feeling like that. And then he also can, he knows the times when, we need to lock in and get something done in the course of the game. And when he wasn't able to play in those games, the entire game, he's able to balance that and really help us in our dugout and our clubhouse in so many ways. So he does it. He does it all.
What were your just overall impressions of Shoemaker's first start? And then did you feel like it was kind of important to have him go back out there for the sixth?
Shoe was great. Obviously started out incredibly sharp. We're looking up at the 0s to 4. Again, we scored a bunch of runs. It's not always easy for any pitcher to sit in the dugout for that length of time. He's sitting there for 10, 20 minutes a couple of these innings, and it's easy to get cold. It's easy to lose focus and feel for what you're doing. And he was able to stay locked in and pitch. And where he was after 5, I think it was, 70-something pitches maybe after 5. I thought it would be good to get him back out there. We knew we had Dauber lined up to come in and get as many outs as we needed behind him. So it kind of balanced out and looked like it worked well. But he was probably right on the verge of if he had thrown 6 or 7 or 8 more pitches the inning before, maybe we just grab him after 5. But he was ready. He was focused, and I had no hesitation sending him back out there for another inning.
Rocco, as a follow-up to Betsy's question, I asked Nelson about the possibility of playing in the outfield in the season, and he said he was ready to play even first base today. What do you think about that?
He tells me every day. So, I mean, I hear this from him constantly that he's ready to go. He does say it with a smile, so there could be some seriousness and also some sarcasm in there. But I think Nelson could handle it. And I think there would be situations where we would look into doing that. He doesn't have he takes ground balls every day. I think it's actually great for him and for his body and to keep moving. And I think it's a great help to him, and he likes to work out there. He hasn't played there really in game action. But do I think he could handle it? I do think he could probably handle it. He has a lot more experience in the outfield. But I'll be very honest. You know, all of these games matter, but I don't want to put our guys at risk in ways that I would consider unnecessary. I would have loved to have Nelson out there for the entire first series, but I do think that making sure that he gets his at bat a day and he's ready to go when we finally got here to Detroit was more important, and that's what we